¿Qué tal, equipo? Buenos días. I just wanted to send you guys a quick video summary, if that's okay, of yesterday's department chair meeting and get you guys some of the responses that were shared out in that meeting. First and foremost, Elsa's question about double checking attendance. Heather had said that she had not seen the email that Judy sent out and that to press pause on that, essentially disregard it until we receive further direction. So don't worry about having to double check attendance for the time being. With regard to the use of paraprofessionals, Martina's question, Jesse's suggestion came up at the department chair meeting. It was a great one of making the paraprofessional or even the TA, if you're comfortable, a co-host. So that way they have the same controls and autonomy that you enjoy, and they can be of greater assistance in that regard with that co-host capability. With the one-on-ones, she had said that, or Veronica Polk had said that communication has already been with those one-on-one paras, and they're still trying to work in how to give them the separate space to be able to work with that student individually. And that kind of goes to Jesse's question about pre-populating the breakout rooms. It's something they're still working on. They're working with the Canvas coaches, the folks that volunteered to be tech liaisons. So hopefully we'll get an answer from that group here in short order. I think that's a big question, is how we can pre-populate those breakout rooms. Mike's suggestion about, or maybe that was Hector that had said, locking the Zoom rooms 5 or 10 minutes after to negate the pirates, the Zoom pirates coming in. They like that idea, but just for right now, they seem to have a full plate, and maybe in the weeks to come, they'll kind of revisit those best practices and online etiquette, if you will. But they like the idea. They took it in kind. And so now, guys, I just have a few things. You can see the agenda that was discussed. Oh, one other thing that they had talked about was, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but to try to mitigate the Zoom pirates from getting into your classroom, you guys may want to consider resending out your Zoom meeting information. Change it and resend it out via Canvas, because the only students that'll be able to technically view that link, if it's sent via Canvas, are your enrolled students. Now, of course, they can probably still share it and what have you, but they thought that that was a good suggestion, and a lot of people have already done that. Create a new meeting or classroom or what have you, and then send out that new information to your students if you feel like that would be of good use for you guys. They're doing EPIC training. The equity committee, forgive me, folks that are on the equity committee for Black students, Latinx students. EPIC training for the staff will begin on the 27th, and they're going to start meeting with these equity groups at least once a month. This took up a lot of our meeting with everything that's been going on, especially over the summer. If you have any students that you think would be a great fit to be a part of these equity groups, they really want them to be student-led. So if you feel like you've had any students that would enjoy having their voice being heard and sharing their perspective, please send those names to Mr. Strawbridge, as they really want to make it as organic as possible and student-led. Participation in IEPs, that, they're really trying to not use the 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Time slot. They want to keep that for student tutorial and teacher collaboration. And as a reason, obviously they can't pull you out of your classes with you guys being the host. So really it's going to be, the IEPs will be shortly prior to and shortly after school. So they would greatly appreciate it if you guys could participate in those, or at the very least send the feedback forms. You may get a request to be on campus. Some of the IEPs, parents may ask the teachers to be on campus, but you are not required to be there. So don't be taken aback by that request. You should be getting updated rosters of your IEP and 504 students in the next couple weeks as scheduling settles down. Beth Simon had said that she would get those out to us by the end of the month at the latest. Heather had asked that we discontinue, if you guys have already started, using your Aries gradebook. That obviously we need coaching on how to do that in Canvas, but Canvas will be the platform that will do grading. And so to avoid confusion, parents taking a look or thinking that grades will be available on Aries, we should discontinue using the gradebook on Aries for now and do a hard copy for the time being if need be, if you have grades already. Let's see. I think that's it, guys. I don't think that there are anything else. I hope I covered everything, all of your questions. If I didn't, please let me know. And then I'll send something out a little bit later on today about how we'll use the teacher collaboration time tomorrow. Send that Gabby and Hector really wanted that time to connect for Spanish speakers. So if it's okay with you guys, we'll probably try to have 2 mini collaboration groups. That way for those of us that have more than one prep, we teach more than one subject, that you get the opportunity to connect with your respective groups. So I'll be sending that out later on this afternoon. Hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.